Coming to you from the 702 studios, where I've been discussing some of my top board games for Toy Talk 2019, and one of them is Codenames from Czech Games. This game is 259 Rand, available at takealot.com or at Timeless Board Games, and it is really exciting. In fact, we love this game. We previewed it in a board game special we did earlier this year. The board is an ever-changing deck of cards, and it's a grid. Two teams compete to see how their team can make contact with all the agents out in the field. There's a spy master. We uncover the team's word path by giving clues, so it's associations. We're going to do a cutaway now to how to play with Justine Hadra, my fellow Toy Talk judge, who absolutely adores this game, and she'll show you how it works in action. But it is about associations, problem solving, and strategy, and you can play with 4 to 8 people because it's actually a team game.
Hi, I'm Justine from Toy Talk, and today I'm going to be showing you what happens in Codenames, which is a great new board game. So next over here, as you can see, I've got a grid of words. It's a 5x5 grid of words, and you start each round of the game like this. And you've got two teams. You've got the blue team and you've got the red team. And on this side of the board, where everything is set up, you have the spy masters. Now, the spy masters are going to give clues to the field operatives, who are the other players in the team. And they're going to give them verbal clues to try and identify or to cover up their path. So if I'm the red team, as you can see, there's a grid here. I need to try and reveal the red words that correspond over there. And if I'm the blue team, I need to get my field operatives to reveal the blue words. So I'm going to be part of the blue team today. So if you can see, the words that I'm going to try and get Bailey to reveal are temple, spot, and then we've got fork, mount, vacuum, horse, crown, and foot. So those are the words I've got to try and get Bailey to reveal. Over here I've got the assassin. The one word I don't want Bailey to reveal is the one that corresponds with the X over here, which is pants. So I've got to be very careful when giving her clues that I don't give her a clue where she might guess pants as the word, because as soon as that happens, the round is over. So if I'm calling to Bailey, this is how I go about calling. I give her a clue and I give her the number of words that I think could correspond with that clue. So Bailey, the clue I'm going to give you today is going to be Cinderella. So it's one word for 3. So she's going to try and identify 3 words on the grid that she could think might be to do with Cinderella.
Okay.
Crown. Yes. Okay, so now I can take one of my blue spies.
Foot.
Yep.
Ah, because Cinderella puts her foot in a shoe.
And horse.
Yes, excellent.
Is it a horse-drawn carriage?
Now, because I gave her 3 clues, if I had previously given her another clue and she hadn't got them all correct, you're always allowed to guess one more time than the number that you give. So she could have guessed 4 things there, so if I'd given her a previous clue, she could have added it. So Bailey, your next clue is eat 1.
And that means 1 card to do with eating.
Yes. Now, you've got to be very careful here because there could be, yes, that's correct. There could be, the other team could have another word that might correspond with the word eat. So I had to scan the grid to make sure that that was not the case, because otherwise she could guess one of theirs. So if she guesses one of theirs automatically gets covered. And if she guesses one of the ones that are sort of grayed out or beiged out, that is an innocent bystander. So that doesn't relate to anybody. Now, obviously, the first team that manages to uncover their path wins the round, and we sort of play 4 or 5 rounds, but it is great fun, and obviously we alternate between the teams of calling the clues.